Hey everybody, welcome to the SkyLounge, here to preview some NBA action because we are a couple days away from NBA training camp opening up, and I just want to just show you guys what I think is going to be the craziest NBA season because we are finally going to get a different narrative. I'll explain more on that later, but let's take a look at what I think is going to happen in this interesting NBA season where I picked for you here, and I'm going to show you here who I have for individual divisions and conferences. So, as you can notice, let's start with the Western Conference. As you may well have noticed, the Northwest Division is stacked. I think that division is just full of talent, full of superstars, and they will compete all the way until the end. And I can definitely argue, that Northwest Division is probably the best division in the Western Conference because the Pacific, Southwest, I don't think there's really any competition. The Golden State Warriors are going to hold a monopoly on the Pacific Division for a long time until that Hampton 5 shit breaks up, which probably won't be happening until a season or two. And the LA Lakers actually posted a video about how I think they're going to finish 5th, and the LA Lakers will finish 2nd in the Pacific Division. I don't think the other 3 teams can even compete at this point. They have salary space, they have salary caps. I mean, the Clippers do, but it doesn't really matter. Southwest Division, I don't think the Pelicans are going to make it. I'll explain more on that later. I think they just don't have the impact and oomph to get over that hump. Whereas the Houston Rockets, I think they will fall back a couple of games. And again, we're going to show on the conference standings. Whereas the Boston Celtics, if you have noticed, the Boston Celtics, I'm putting that at 65 plus games. I think they're going to win the NBA. Have the best record in the NBA. That's what I meant. And the 76ers right behind them with the Toronto Raptors, a couple games behind them. And I think the Indiana Pacers have proven themselves, at least Victor Oladipo has, and he has been able to be a really good regular season player. And I think that will show. I think the records will show for the Indiana Pacers. Milwaukee Bucks and Detroit Pistons, I think they will make it somewhere in the playoffs, but I don't have confidence in them. I think below the 4th seed for the Eastern Conference, I think that's where you can really draw the line and say, I don't think it's going to be anywhere competitive or even really I don't think they'll last. So let's actually take a look at the conference standings here. And so if you take a look here, I have the Golden State Warriors at number 1, along with the Boston Celtics at number 1 in the Eastern Conference, and we just keep taking a look. And on the right hand side, what we have here is a number of games I think the team can potentially win. I'm not basing this on Vegas. I'm actually just basing this on how I think the team can perform and will perform. And just in terms of that, really, I think the fucking Celtics, man, you're gonna have all the players back. Everyone's gonna be healthy. And Brad Stevens is going to be running that system. I don't know. I have nothing but confidence in that team. And as much as I hate the Celtics, I'm a Lakers fan, but I just don't have, enough confidence in the Eastern Conference for anybody else to catch up. I think this Boston Celtics team is going to be miles ahead of everybody else. And maybe it'll be competitive in the East. Who the fuck knows? Maybe it will actually be competitive in the East. I think the Pistons will make it. I think somehow the Pistons and the Miami Heat will, with Dwayne Wade, it being his last season, what better way to cap it off than everybody, doing an all-in year, last push for the playoffs, and Dwayne Wade gets a heroes outing. That'd be fucking great to watch. Other notable picks that I know people are going to give me shit for: Minnesota Timberwolves. I think they're going to be the team that's going to be the outside looking in kind of team. Jimmy Butler, his whole situation, trying to leave there. I would say he's more than likely going to be at the Clippers. That's just me. But everybody else above them, the Pelicans, I think they're going to just barely miss the playoffs. The San Antonio Spurs, you still got Greg Popovich. You can't knock that shit out. You can't discount that fact. Denver Nuggets, they have the pieces. If everyone can stay healthy, they can fucking do it. They're gonna get to that 7th seed. Portland Trailblazers, I think we've seen last season, as great of a regular season team as they are, they will choke in the playoffs. And I'm going to go ahead and show you that. I think Oklahoma City Thunders, they'll get marginally better, but I have said this. I put this on record. I think they're a perennial 5th and 6th seed team, and that really boils down to Russell Westbrook's style of play, his mentality behind the team, and everything else. And so let's actually move on to the playoffs. And we're going to start in the Western Conference Finals, where, surprise, surprise, I have the Golden State Warriors going to the NBA Finals. And so when we actually take a look here, I have the San Antonio Spurs going against the Warriors at the fucking Oracle Arena in San Francisco, which will be curious because I think the Spurs will nick off one game, but the Warriors will win the series. The crazy thing about the LA Thunder game, I think the Lakers will be better than the Thunder. I don't think the Thunder play they don't play defense. They get a little bit disarrayed at times, but at home, I think they can definitely win some games easily. Whereas the Lakers, LeBron James miracle. I think that shit might happen. Houston Rockets versus Portland Trailblazers. Trailblazers have shown themselves. I could honestly put this as a sweep. Trailblazers are fucking phonies, so I wouldn't trust them at all. Utah Jazz and Denver Nuggets, a clean sweep. I think the Utah Jazz has proven themselves as powerhouses in the West. They will, beyond a shadow of a doubt, I think, really push for that second spot in the Western Conference. I know that's a bit of a surprise, but I just think they have the firepower, they have the personnel, and to be quite honest, the coach is not that bad. He is a very consistent guy, and now you have the talent in, Donovan Mitchell. So when we move on to the second round, Golden State Warriors versus LA Lakers, LeBron versus the Warriors, 7-game series, but I think the Warriors take it no problem. Houston Rockets, Utah Jazz, 7-game series too, but I think the Houston Rockets will compete till the end. Chris Paul battling it out, but somehow, some way, Houston's going to choke this. Houston always does. Houston's going to fucking choke this shit somehow, and the Utah Jazz will make it into the Western Conference Final, where they will be facing the Golden State Warriors in a 6-game where I take the Golden State Warriors to win that series. And let's go ahead and take a look at the Eastern Conference playoffs. I know I just showed you a little bit of the fucking spoiler there, but don't you mind that shit. Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics. I think Dwayne Wade gets a win. Probably one win, but the Boston Celtics team is going to be too good. Toronto Raptors, Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte Hornets have no business being in the playoffs, but to be honest, I think some bullshit's going to happen where Mitch Kupchak, decent enough GM, I think the culture change around there is going to pay off. And, as much as positive as you can take from that, I still think they're going to lose. Indiana Pacers, Milwaukee Bucks. I don't have the confidence in the Bucks. I just don't have any confidence in the Bucks. They have all the talents. They have all the fucking players. But somehow, some way, they just don't have the right fucking gravitas to fucking pull that shit out. And the Indiana Pacers will get that one easy. 76ers versus Pistons, clean sweep. I think the fucking 76ers will get on their own hype. They're gonna win early. But I think the 76ers will start to crack in the second round, where I have them losing to the Indiana Pacers in a 6-game series. Toronto Raptors versus Boston Celtics. Kawhi didn't give this fucking Raptors a chance. 1-game win, probably at Toronto. But the Boston Celtics versus 76ers, Eastern Conference playoffs or finals, clean sweep. I don't have confidence in the 76ers. And guys, yeah. Yikes. Yikes is right. This could be the worst. Well, for me, it's the worst thing. But we'll have to see. And guys, let me know what you guys think about this. I'm going to leave all the links in the description below for you to follow at the Sky Lounge. Like, comment, and subscribe for more daily content. Now, fuck off.